And another thing, not reading the book. In that book, at the beginning of the book, gives you an introduction to us and who we are and how nice and friendly we are, and we are the best at what we do. There are some good trainers out there, honestly, but the group we've got here, the data, pretty good. We all do it differently. We've all got, you know, a care about our job, and we all want you to do your best. We all want you to pass. We want you to go out and spread the name for us. You're our best advert, to be honest. We don't really advertise. It's word of mouth. People see our trucks. They're nice and clean and shiny. If they're not, let us know. We pride ourselves in having clean trucks. You probably see there's hardly any scratches on them. There's no dents or dings or bangs or knocks. That we've got respect for them, and we want them to look smart. They look smart. You think we're smart. You'll find out we're smart. And yeah, we do our best for you guys. As for marking, yeah, the examiners, people say to me, you know what how does the examiner mark you? It's all done on an iPad now, and they're sat there, they'll give you instruction where to go, and they'll be quietly marking if you do anything wrong or do anything that just seems to be a driver fault, etc. So what is a driver fault? You're allowed 12 of them, minor marks, driver faults, scores, whatever you want to call them. You can get up to 12 on your test. The 13th would be a failure. 13 is unlucky for some, but it's too many minor marks, too many driver faults, scruffy driving basically. But you can acquire a driver fault for, I don't know, let's say rubbing a curb. You know, you clip a curb with a trailer, average HGV, as long as we're not mounting a path, you'll get a driver fault, like a one-off. If you did every single curb, there's obviously a problem, and then the minor marks would mount up. If you think about the same error, and let's say we're mounting a path this time, so instead of just clipping or brushing the curb, kissing a curb, glancing a curb, let's say we're mounting the curb this time, and we're going up the curb and we're going onto the pavement or onto the path, that would be considered serious. So there's no doubt in that. That's a straight fail. You've mounted somewhere you shouldn't have done. Probably it'll be a steering fault, but you'll fail directly straight away with that one. So a minor mark is a glance. Serious mark is a mount and going onto the pavement. The same fault can also turn into a dangerous. Now, let's say there's railings on that corner, or set of traffic lights, or worse still, a pedestrian, child, or whatever, and you mount that path, and with that, pedestrians had to step back, or they've had to move a bicycle back. You know the people I mean, who hang around corners and curbs, expecting us to get around perfectly. Yeah, railing's an issue. Traffic lights up high. People look down at the curb all the time, but you've got your traffic lights that are up high that can scratch down the side of the trailer as well. You look at a lot of trailers out there, they've all got scuffs and bangs and dinks, and generally they're about the same height as a traffic light. So yeah, they cause a lot of sort of stress down the side. So yeah, so minor fault, driver fault is glancing a curb. Mounting a curb onto the path is a serious fault, automatic fail. D for dangerous mark, that is if you mount the path and get very close to street furniture, or pedestrian, skin and bones, you know, that kind of stuff. So the same fault can get marked differently. Our examiners are pretty good. They mark you fairly. I've never had, for many years now, I think since I've been here at Data, I've been here, what, nearly 14 years, not had many problems on test at all with the way our examiners mark. They're fair, they're honest, they're very clear and precise. And if they do have to put a failure mark down, they'll give you an explanation of what you did wrong. They'll explain it to you, and they normally go above and beyond that as well. So yeah, it's can be, the examiners are good, is what I'm saying to you, is they are fair, they're honest. You make a mistake, the examiner will have to mark it. It's not they don't like you, it's not they don't care for the job, they're thinking of safety, you know, and your job there is to perform on test, which is quite tricky, as we know, because it's a nervous thing to partake in. But you've got to show control, got to show safety, and yeah, fingers crossed, put all that together and you'll be fine.